Iris Kharg. Imagine a massive warship sailing silently across the dark waters of the Persian Gulf, not a destroyer loaded with missiles, not a submarine hiding beneath the sea, but a giant floating lifeline capable of keeping an entire navy alive in the middle of war. This was Iris Kharg, one of the most important and mysterious support ships ever operated by the Iranian Navy. A ship so valuable that many military experts believed it was the backbone of Iran's long-range naval operations. And when flames suddenly consumed this giant vessel in 2021, the world watched in shock as one of Iran's most legendary naval ships disappeared forever into the sea. Iris Kharg was not just another ship. It was a symbol of endurance, strategy, and power projection. Originally built in the United Kingdom during the 1970s, the ship was designed as a fleet replenishment tanker, capable of supplying fuel, ammunition, food, and critical resources to naval vessels operating far from home waters. But after the Iranian Revolution, the delivery of the ship faced years of delays and political tension before it finally entered service with Iran. From that moment, Kharg became one of the most valuable assets in the Iranian Navy. What made Iris Kharg so special was not its weapons, but its ability to extend the reach of an entire fleet. Modern warships are powerful, but they have one major weakness: they constantly need fuel and supplies. Without support vessels, even the strongest destroyers and frigates become trapped close to their home ports. Kharg solved that problem for Iran. This giant ship could refuel multiple warships at sea, transport helicopters, carry cargo, and support long-distance deployments that would otherwise be impossible. The size of the vessel alone was intimidating. Stretching more than 200 meters in length and displacing tens of thousands of tons, Iris Kharg towered over many ships in the Iranian fleet. It carried huge fuel reserves and was equipped with replenishment systems allowing other vessels to receive supplies while still moving through open waters. This capability transformed the Iranian Navy from a coastal defense force into a navy capable of reaching distant seas. And that is exactly what Kharg helped Iran achieve. Over the years, the ship participated in numerous long-range naval missions. Iranian warships escorted by Kharg traveled through strategic waterways including the Gulf of Aden, the Red Sea, and even ventured toward the Atlantic Ocean. These deployments were not just military exercises, they were powerful political messages. Every time Kharg sailed beside Iranian frigates in distant waters, it signaled that Iran intended to operate beyond the Persian Gulf and demonstrate global naval presence. The ship also played a major role in anti-piracy operations near Somalia. During a time when piracy threatened commercial shipping routes, Iranian naval task groups used Kharg as their floating support base. Warships could remain deployed for extended periods because Kharg continuously supplied them with fuel and provisions. This made the vessel essential for maintaining operational endurance at sea. But Iris Kharg was more than a tanker. The ship also had helicopter facilities, allowing airborne operations far from shore. Helicopters launched from Kharg could perform reconnaissance missions, search and rescue operations, and logistical transport. This added another layer of flexibility to Iranian naval missions. The ship essentially functioned as a mobile naval base, carrying everything needed to sustain fleet operations across thousands of kilometers. As tensions in the Middle East increased over the years, the strategic importance of Kharg became even greater. The vessel often appeared during major naval drills and military exercises, serving as a reminder that logistics can be just as important as firepower in modern warfare. While missile destroyers capture headlines, support ships like Kharg quietly make naval power possible behind the scenes. Military analysts understood this reality very well. A replenishment ship may not look glamorous, but without it, fleets cannot survive long missions. That is why nations protect these vessels carefully during wartime. Losing a support ship can cripple an entire navy's operational range. And for Iran, Kharg was one of the few ships capable of sustaining major deployments far from home. Then came the disaster that shocked naval observers around the world. In June 2021, reports suddenly emerged that a massive fire had broken out aboard Iris Kharg near the Iranian port of Jask. Videos spread rapidly online showing huge flames and thick black smoke rising from the ship. Sailors fought desperately to save the vessel, but the fire continued to spread uncontrollably through the giant ship. For hours, the burning warship became the center of global attention. Explosions echoed across the deck as smoke consumed the vessel's superstructure. Emergency crews attempted to contain the blaze, but the damage was catastrophic. Eventually, the massive ship listed heavily before finally sinking into the sea. The loss of Iris Kharg was devastating for the Iranian Navy. Decades of operational history vanished beneath the water in a single tragic incident. Analysts immediately began discussing how difficult it would be for Iran to replace such a critical vessel. Ships like Kharg are not easy to build, especially under sanctions and economic pressure. Its destruction represented not just the loss of a ship, but the loss of a major strategic capability. Even today, questions remain about what exactly caused the fire. Some reports suggested technical failure, while others fueled speculation about sabotage or covert operations. Official explanations remained limited, adding even more mystery to the incident. But regardless of the cause, one fact became undeniable: the Iranian Navy had lost one of its most important maritime assets. Yet despite its tragic end, the legacy of Iris Kharg still lives on. For years, this ship helped Iran project naval power far beyond its coastline. It supported missions across dangerous waters, sustained warships during long deployments, and became a symbol of Iranian maritime ambition. In many ways, Kharg proved that logistics ships can shape the balance of naval power just as much as battleships and submarines. Its story also serves as a reminder of the hidden side of naval warfare. Behind every powerful fleet are the support vessels that keep it alive. Fuel, supplies, maintenance, transport. Without these elements, even the most advanced warships become useless. Iris Kharg represented that invisible strength, the backbone that allowed Iran's navy to push farther into international waters than ever before. And even after sinking beneath the sea, the image of the burning giant remains unforgettable. A ship that once symbolized endurance and reach ended its journey surrounded by smoke and fire, watched by the entire world. From secretive naval missions to dramatic destruction, the story of Iris Kharg became one of the most fascinating chapters in modern Middle Eastern naval history. As the oceans grow more contested and naval power becomes increasingly important, the lessons of Iris Kharg continue to echo across the world. Because in the end, the true strength of a navy is not only measured by the weapons it carries, but by the lifelines that keep it sailing. And that is why the legend of Iris Kharg will never truly disappear.